Okay, so my name is Yessica Munoz, and I will be making this video for Week 8 Forum on the question, if you have knowledge of other cultures, what differences exist in views of men and women in the cultures of the U.S. and the other country. So I think I'm Hispanic, and I think there's a couple more similarities than there is differences. In the culture, in the Mexican culture, it is expected for the female to live at home and raise the children, do not work. When the husband comes home, there should be food ready, there should be, the house should be clean, the clothes should be washed, things like that. In comparison to, I think in the U.S., it was like that at one point. We had a lot more stay-at-home moms in the past, and I think the country together has moved forward to where more women are working. There's a lot more women in higher positions now than there were before. Women can vote now. Women can go into the army. So I think there was a similarity between that in the past. I think now it's a little bit more different, and I don't think that the Hispanic culture has moved on a lot past that. I think they still believe in that. An example in my family can be when I used to live at home, when my mom was not home and my dad would come home, he would ask me to cook for him, even though he could do it himself because he's cooked before and he worked as a chef. He would expect me to do it for him. There was a time where I told him that the kitchen was there, and I don't know why he was asking me to do it when he could do it himself. And I got into some trouble because that was very disrespectful of me, and in our culture that it seemed very normal for the woman to do that. Before, when my older sister lived at home, and it was just my dad and my mom would be working or anything that she'd be doing, my sister was expected to cook for my dad, my sister, me, and my brother, which I don't think that is very correct. I think she was only like 2 years older than me, and I don't think she should be expected to cook for a whole family. And I don't think my mom should be expected to cook every single day. I think it is something that should have been split between both parents or equally, but that is their culture. I think another difference between that is the authority. In the Mexican culture, the man has basically all the authority. If something he says it goes, and that's how it goes. I think in the U.S., it is a little like that as well. I think, like I said before, the women have gotten a lot more power now, and it is, you can see a woman in a high authority, and women are having children on their own through many different ways, through donors and everything like that, whereas I don't think you would see a Hispanic woman in Mexico go out of their way to have a child on her own. But that's just my opinion. I'm not really sure. Okay, well, this is almost 4 minutes.